What's up, guys? It's your girl Shay, and I'm back with another video. So today I am going to be cooking. Actually, I'm going to be cooking Salisbury steak for you guys. Let me show you the ingredients really quick. I've got everything all set up, so let me just show you guys what the ingredients. Okay, guys, so here are the ingredients for the Salisbury steak. It's really simple. It's not that complicated. You just need, I actually have a bunch of boys that live in my house, or excuse me, males. So I have 2 pounds of ground beef here, and I have some Worcestershire sauce, and some breadcrumbs, about a 1/4 cup of breadcrumbs, 1 egg, a half an onion, some garlic, and this is just a little bit of milk. And also over here I just have some seasonings that I use normally, just my favorite seasonings, but you can put any kind of seasonings that you want in, or you can opt to not put any in there, because later on when I make the gravy, I'm going to be using this packet of Lipton onion soup mix, and that actually adds a lot of flavor. But I'm one of those people that like to season my meat, so I'm going to be seasoning my meat with a little bit of Lowry seasoning salt, some Mrs. Dash, and some black pepper. I don't really cook with salt because it's bad for you. But I mean, I'm not gonna say I don't cook with it, because later on I might put a pinch of it in something and somebody's gonna remember that I said that. But I don't cook with it often, I should say. So let me go ahead and get the camera set up so we can get. Okay, guys, here we go. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the ground beef and we're going to put it in this bowl. So 2 pounds of ground beef go in, and then we'll crack the egg and put that in there as well. And then we will add the breadcrumbs, and we will add, ooh, if I can open it. We will add about, I'm using a fork, but we will add about, let's just say a half a teaspoon of garlic. And then we will do about a teaspoon. I eyeball everything, guys. I don't really measure unless I'm baking, but we'll do like 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. And then we do like a splash of milk. And literally, guys, this will help the breadcrumbs and the egg bind everything together, so you literally just need like a splash of milk to help do that. And then you want to put in a little bit of seasoning, and like I said, this is optional. This is just what I choose to do. Sometimes people don't use this, especially if there's going to be the Lipton onion soup mix later, but I just put very little because I don't want it to be too salty or anything like that. But I've already washed my hands and under my nails, but let me just rinse them off one more time since I've been handling all that stuff. So now you're just going to get in there and literally mix everything up. And you don't want to mix this too much. I don't know if a lot of people don't know this, but if you over mix your meat, it makes it tough. So you don't want to over mix it. It just would not be good later when it comes to eating these things. So you just want to mix it, and then after you get everything incorporated, you want to form some little patties. Okay. All right, I think that is good. All right, that's good. Let me just rinse my hands off. Okay, guys, I'm back. I had to clean up a little bit and then wash my hands. So let me just get a little plate so we can put these little Salisbury steaks on after I form them. So basically, you're just going to take them, and they can be however big you want them to be. Like, I don't want them to be really, really huge, but I don't want them to be really small either. So whatever size you want. I think that when you make them smaller, that they cook all the way through easier than if you make them really big and fat. So I just make mine like about that big, and then just set over to the side. So I'm going to keep on forming these, guys, and I will be back in a second. Okay guys, I am back and I have all the patties rolled out. This is what they look like. They're in the pan. There's actually more of them, but my husband actually came in. He's going to help me out a little bit. So he's going to flip them over. I just put a little bit of oil in the bottom. You don't have to do that. Ground beef will make its own oil, but I like to just put a little bit in, just, you know, to be on the safe side in case they do stick. So just a little bit. And then they kind of look like little hamburgers.
I know. Oh, wait.
So he's going to flip them all over, and I'm going to roll out the last of the patties. Here's the few more that we have.
I feel like I'm struggling.
I feel like you're struggling too, babe. No, I'm just kidding. You are doing a great job. For somebody that can't even make ramen noodles, you are doing a great job. You guys, my husband cannot cook. He says he can make ramen. I've never seen him make ramen. He said he can make chicken. He can make baked chicken and baked fish. I have never. We've been together for a long time, and I have never, ever seen this man cook. He can make a mean bowl of cereal.
That don't mean that I can't cook.
He can make a mean bowl of cereal.
Yep.
Alright guys, so I'm just going to keep frying these up, and then I will come back to you when it is time for the next step. You guys, I'm going to be making rice with this Salisbury steak, and for Christmas my son got me this cute little rice cooker. Look how cute it is. Cute little rice cooker. I think it's so cute. So basically you just put, like, I'm making 2 cups of rice, so you put in 2 cups of rice and 2 cups of water, and then you turn on this little thing to cook, and then you put this little top on and you let it go. So we'll see. We'll come back once it's done. I'll come back and let you guys see what it looks like, but I just thought it was so cute. Okay guys, I am finishing up the last of the Salisbury steaks, just getting them browned on both sides, as you can see. Just finishing up. Guys, comment down below if you want to see more cooking with Shay videos. This is the first one I'm doing, but I really like to cook. I cook a lot. And just let me know if you would like to see more cooking with Shay videos and what things you would like to see me cook. Okay guys, here is the finished product. Little Salisbury steaks. Now all you wanted to do was get them brown. They're gonna finish cooking in the gravy. So next thing we're gonna do is we have this pot here with all this flavor in the bottom, all this goodness. So what we're gonna do is we're going to take a little bit of oil, and I'm gonna go ahead and put the camera down so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay guys, so I'm gonna just take a little bit of this oil and just put it in the like that. This pan is really hot, so just let that mix around a little bit. I'm going to take those onions. So this is a half of a medium sized onion. So I'm just going to put that in there like that. Just those onions around. Just let them get translucent. One of those people that I cannot cook in a dirty kitchen, and I actually clean as I go. So that is what you hear me doing right now, cleaning. Okay, so let's see how those onions look. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit. It's cooking a little fast. So this is what you want to look like. Translucent. So once it looks like that, then you're going to take about, I'm going to say about 1/8 of a cup of flour and just sprinkle it right over those onions. And then just mix it around like this. And you just want to mix this around just to get the flour flavor out. You don't want to, if you were to put water or chicken or beef broth in here right now, it would taste like flour. So you just want to cook it a little bit just so it can get that little flour flavor off. And then once you do that, at this point you can do one of two things. You can either put in some beef broth or you can put in water. I'm going to actually put in water because like I showed you guys earlier, I'm going to be using that Lipton onion soup mix packet. So I don't want to do beef broth and that. Be a little bit too beefy or whatever. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get like a cup of water. And I'm going to start out with a cup of water. It's probably going to end up being more. But I'm going to start out with a cup. Have that on medium, high. Okay, so I'm going to go one more cup. I usually end up putting a total of about maybe 4 cups total, but I like to do it a little bit at a time because if you pour it all in at once, I feel like the flour gets lumpy. So that was 2 cups. That is 3 cups. Okay, so it's looking pretty good right now. My husband is in there watching the video, you guys, so that's what that laughing is. He's a little crazy. Alright, so at this point, you want to just take these little Salisbury steaks and just put them back in the pan. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put this Lipton onion soup mix in first. So put the Lipton onion soup mix in first because it'll be easier to mix around. So do that first. Mix that around. Then once you do that, then go ahead and put in all your little Salisbury steaks that you fried up. They will cook all the way through when you put them in and they're simmering. Perfect. All right. So at this point, you just want to let them sit for a second. When it starts to boil, then you want to cover it. I usually let it cook for maybe about 30 minutes on medium heat. So we'll just leave it like this. It's already coming up to a boil, so I'm going to go ahead and put the top on it now. So you just want to let it go for about 30 minutes. I always come and check on it, you know, like every 10 minutes or so, just to make sure it's not sticking to the bottom and, you know, just to make sure it's all good. But yeah, about 30 minutes. So I'll be back. Okay guys, so it's been about 15 minutes and this is what it looks like. Still just cooking away. This is what the gravy looks like. I don't know how thick you like it. I mean, if you want it to be thicker, you can add a little bit more flour in the beginning. But this is actually perfect for us, so we're just going to let it go for about another 15 minutes and then it will be all ready to put over some rice. So I'll see you guys back in about 15 minutes. One more thing, guys, I wanted to tell you. Do you remember the a little while ago I was telling you guys about the rice cooker? Well, I came over to check on the rice, and this is what it looks like. It looks really yummy. I actually tasted it, and it's not sticky, so I really recommend this little rice cooker. It's really cute, and it works. Okay, guys, so after about 30 minutes of cooking, this is what it looks like. It's all done. I've turned it off, and I just made my husband a plate. I just put some rice on there, and just took one of the little Salisbury steaks and put it on the plate, and put a little bit of gravy on there. And I didn't make anything else. Like I normally make like vegetables and stuff like that, but I just want to show, somebody asked me how to make Salisbury steak, and I just wanted that to be the main focus of the video. So there it is, guys. Hope it looks good. If you try this recipe, comment down below and let me know how you liked it. If you have any questions, or if you need to know if there's any substitutions or anything like that, just let me know down in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next video.